I just think, for lack of a better phrase, this left me wanting. Wanting what? I have no idea. I recently read Want by Gillian Anderson, and these are my thoughts. If you're not familiar, Want is a series of letters collected, anonymous letters from women all over the world, women and non-binary people, about their deepest, darkest desires, their fantasies, and Gillian Anderson has curated them into this book. The beginning felt like you were just sitting down with friends having a gossip. It felt cheeky, it felt naughty, it felt very exploratory. The letters are categorised into various chapters, so we have chapters on To Be Worshipped, Rough and Ready, Power and Submission, The Watchers of the Watched. And I really enjoyed Gillian's commentary at the beginning of each chapter. Some of the letters are actually really deep and moving, which I wasn't expected. We've got letters from women whose sexuality is illegal in the countries where they're from, and they feel like they'll never get a chance to explore that safely. We've got short, funny letters. We've got downright smut. And on first read, it felt very poignant. But when I reached the halfway point, I found that it was getting a bit repetitive. There's a middle section where a lot of the letters just kind of tend to blur into one. I think it's something about reading them in such high concentration. And I felt like Gillian's commentary kind of got shorter and shorter and tailed off. And I felt like what she was trying to do just didn't quite execute. It feels quite harsh to say that in the second half of the book I found myself getting quite bored because the nature of the letters did get quite repetitive. I felt like there might have been too many letters. I think what was missing for me was a bit more commentary on what ties these letters together other than the obvious element of want and fantasy. I think something about the energy of this switched, and it just could have been edited slightly better. Overall, I would say I enjoyed it, but maybe just not as much as I was hoping for. I only finished this quite recently, so this is a very brief review as my thoughts haven't had time to properly form themselves. But if you've read this, let me know what you think. Let me know if you agree, let me know if you disagree. I just think this could have been so much more.